Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
I wanted to talk about this whole Christmas thing. I'm not in the Christmas spirit this year. I don't have any decorations up. I don't have no lights outside, nothing like that. I don't have no tree up. Yeah, I'm just not in the Christmas spirit. I don't have
Have yourself a merry little
kids. So, I mean, if I had kids and a family and all that, then, you know, it's kind of like pressure. You got to do it for the kids. But I don't have none of that, so guess what? Nothing. To me, this is my stand on Christmas, okay? I grew up Christian, so the whole basis for Christmas is to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. That's what I was brought up believing. But also, the other messages that I received about Christmas is about getting presents, about getting a Christmas tree, and it's supposed to be, you know, being with your family and all of that. I grew up poor. I didn't grow up rich. Poor. Maybe at one point when I was real young, I would say maybe lower middle class when I lived in North Carolina, like when I was like 5 years old. But after that, then it was like poor. So Christmas for me was, for what I can remember, is you might get a few things that you like, but you're basically getting stuff that you need. So a lot of Christmases was you need clothes, you need shoes, stuff you need. They just took that opportunity to buy stuff you need. And it was still fun because, you know, you're a kid and you open up presents, and I can't remember what age I found that there was no Santa Claus. I don't think I ever believed in Santa Claus. I think maybe when I was like real young, but like once I became aware of my surroundings and became aware of stuff, I knew it was my parents. I mean, I didn't grow up like, ooh, Santa's coming. Like last night, I went over to a girlfriend's house, and it's her and her husband, and she has two boys, and I think the oldest one, he's like in the 8th grade, and in the 3rd grade or the 4th grade or something. And so after I left and she walked me to the car, she told me, shut up, you're gonna bust the secret. And I'm like, I ain't no shawty. Because like when I grew up, I can't remember even believing in Santa's coming. I don't think I ever believed, or I guess I would have to ask my mom. She would probably say, yes, you did. You did believe in Santa, but I can't remember believing in Santa, so whatever. But these days, I feel like once you get grown, Christmas is no fun because, people expect for you to buy presents, but you don't get them. I mean, I'm sure it's some people out there who get presents, and it's been a couple of Christmases in the new millennium that I've gotten presents, and it was fun. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy Christmas, and I enjoy getting presents, and I enjoy giving presents when I have money. But as we all know, this year the economy is shot to hell, and I've had some life-changing events in my life to where I'm in debt, and I ain't got no damn money. So this year I kind of hate Christmas because I feel like it's like peer pressure. Like, oh God, you have to buy presents, or else I don't know. I probably shouldn't feel guilty, but I feel a little guilty, and I bought some presents. Just not anything extravagant, just a little trinket to say, hey, I give a shit about you. I mean, if I had it my way, I wouldn't have bought anybody anything, and I don't expect any presents in return. I just want to preserve my money to pay my bills off. But anyways, you get that whole peer pressure to buy presents, and this year I have to work. I have to work Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day. So I'm working 3 days in a row. So I'm not even going to be with family on Christmas. I'm going to be by myself at work, which is fine with me, but I'm just not in that Christmas spirit, and I just think Christmas is more of a marketing scheme to get people in debt and to have people spend up all their damn money over whatever. I mean, if you have kids and you have a good family base, I'm sure you can achieve, that whole Christmas spirit. But I think people miss the true meaning of Christmas because they base it around getting presents. That's why my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, hands down. I went out of town. I went to Atlanta and spent time with my family up there. I have family here in Florida, and I have family in Georgia. And I went to Atlanta to spend time with family, and it was fun. I had a good time, even though we dysfunctional. And I was thinking, I'm like, hopefully no shit is gonna pop off because I'm ready. I was ready to cuss your ass out. If some old school shit popped off, but it didn't. So I was like, okay. We're getting older, and you have to let the past be in the past, sort of. Because when you get around family, you kind of fall back into those roles. And I'm like, I'm not falling back! But anyway, that's an aside. Anyway, I was with my family, and, we had a good time. We talked about some of the old things, but the things that were funny, about how, because it's 6 of us, like on my father's side, he was never married to my mother. My birth was created out of a high school thing. The parents did it in the high school, and they went their separate ways. But my father, he was married to my brother's mother, and then he married again to his current wife, and then they had 2 kids, like in their 30s. So I have like a little brother that's like 17, and a little sister that's like 13 or something like that. So it was cute seeing them because, seeing them grow up and how like they're being treated different than how we were treated when all of us was growing up, because it was like back then he brought in 2 kids and she brought in 2 kids, so it was me and my brother, and then she had a boy and a girl, and we were around the same age, and I was the oldest, and that was a trip. So anybody getting married with somebody who got kids, God bless you. God bless the kids, because I was the kid in the situation, so that's a rough situation. But anyways, I'm being conscious of my time here. When we wrap this up, I can't make a short tape because I just ramble. But anyways, Christmas, I'm a Scrooge, humbug. That's it. I think people shouldn't be pressured to buy gifts. I think, it should be about spending time with your family. If you're religious, celebrating the birth of Christ. People aren't promised tomorrow. And that's it. It's not all about the presents. I mean, if you have, you do. But if you don't have, then you shouldn't be pressured to buy damn presents. That's it. Holla.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart